Good evening and welcome to 7 Sports Big Replay. The two matches in the Big Replay this evening from Football Park, Norwood against South Adelaide, and from the Glenelg Oval, Glenelg against Central Districts. Well, at Alberton today, West Adelaide playing Port Adelaide, and there was a strange sight. Central District supporters having a fair way to go from Elizabeth to the Bay, but I think those that went might have been reasonably happy with the way things turned out. Glenelg coming out onto the field first. They dropped out Ralph Sewer. He played in the reserves today. So out of the side, Vader from last week, and also Sewer. I think that might be the first time that Sewer's been dropped to the reserves. He's played 246 league games so far for Woodville and also for Glenelg. And Hartfield coming into the side today to give Kernahan some support in the ruck. Of course, Carey's still out suspended. Central District side coming out, as we see from the tunnel, and into the side for Central Districts today, Basenko and Trigg both recovering, and out of the side, Bohm injured and Rowe. Two very good clashes so far between the two sides. Glenelg had won both of them, 21-15 to 2013 at Elizabeth earlier in the season. They'd won narrowly also at Football Park when they won 12-13 to 9-9. The Bays have won 2 games straight, 3 straight when you consider they'd won the night game, and Central Districts have won 4 games in succession, including 2 great wins over West Adelaide and also against Sturt. We pick up the game at the beginning of the match, and your commentators Peter Marker and Ian Day.
The all-important game here at Glenelg Oval. Central District desperate to get back into that 5. Glenelg, of course, want the double chance. Terry Moore for the Dogs. Van Dommel has run down, and he'll get the first kick of the match. Rene Van Dommel, he's picked up his form in recent weeks. The Dogs have had some good running players. He screws one to centre-half forward. Getting up is Edwards. Playing at full forward. Right, Barrett. Barrett played well last week for the Tigers. Sweeps the ball wide. The Milky gets there first, very close to the boundary line. McFarlane's there for the Bays. The ball stops. It may have gone out. Yes, it's just gone over the line. It'll be balled in. Stephen Kernahan is number 4 for the Tigers. Michael Wright for the Dogs in front, knocks it back. Graham Corns leading in the race for the ball, can't pick it up. That's Paul Weston, handballs to himself. Knocks it further afield. There's Kernahan. Kicks with his left boot in front. McGuinness, one of the hot favourites for this year's Magarey medal, and I think he's given away, or was it out on the full?
I think it'd be out on the full, Peter.
Out on the full, and the free kick to be taken by Vivian. Vivian was also a good player for the Dogs last week against West Adelaide. Kicks the ball to centre-half forward. Oh, big leap. Up high, right, almost took the mark. Graham Corns kicked it off the ground very quickly. McFarlane gave it to Kernahan. Oh, he didn't have a look. Good mark being taken by Van Dommel.
Van Dommel just the check side of centre wing on the outer side. Trigg wants it in short, but Van Dommel's going long to the half-forward line. Right, setting himself there with Corns. Almost took the mark away. Sockers it through the pack. Oh, he gets taken out with the ball. The umpire not interested. Over the top there it was Wilbur Wilson, but umpire Rick Kinnear, who's joined this afternoon by umpire Bob Schofield, will come in and bounce about 40 metres out of the Dogs' goal. No doubt they'd remember their tardy start last week when West Adelaide's got off to a good start. Platten out of the pack, shoots towards the big white ones, but it's coming right across the face of goal. Getting back in defence is Marshall. David Marshall, cool under pressure, slips it out towards centre-half back. The mark taken there by Maynard. Maynard coming back after a holiday, an enforced holiday, gets it centre circle. McGuinness try to get out a long handball. That's not a good one. On the half-forward line, it's Hewitt. Hooks around the corner. Herco on the lead. Thumped away from Herco. In turn, it was thumped now by McDermott into the pocket. Weston's got it. Can he put out another magical one like the 3 he kicked last week? Goes across the face of goal, and Seabohm's got it. But he's going to have to check side that one. Short. Herco pushed away from that player. In defence, Central desperate. Van Dommel can't get it. They work the ball towards the half-back line. Here's a chance. Duthie shoots in towards goal. I think he's got it. Umpire said it's a goal. Very close to being touched by Peter Bubner, but Duthie has got the first goal of the match on the board for the Tigers.
That was a good effort too. Weston's kick didn't bring up a goal. Seabohm marked it, played it on, and there was some desperate stuff there by Central District, but it finally got out to Duthie. He very casually put it onto the left foot, and it just got there before Bubner could touch it. A good start, the Bays. They're a goal. The Dogs yet to score.
A big load on Kernahan's shoulders as he gets the thump away, but it was straight to Krieg to the half-forward line. Barrett couldn't. Corns can. Grubbers won only a couple of metres. Michael Wright. Platten under pressure. Vivian loses it to Barrett. He can't get it clear. Mobbs gets it forward. Marshall in defence. Gets it out quickly. Frost. David Holst. The Bays run it out of defence. Holst kicks coming centre field. Duthie up. But I think Moore is going to be given a free kick. They play to the advantage. Van Dommel. Norsworthy. Centre half forward. Has to give it away in a hurry now. Almost Krieg the kick. Can't get it clear. Marshall goes for the soccer. A splendid place kick. Covers 40 metres and gets it back to Hearn.
Very, very fast opening here at Glenelg. Hearn kicks it back to centre half forward. Kernahan read it beautifully. Well, watch out, he could lose that ball. Gave it to Marshall. Marshall kicks to half forward. It won't reach any Glenelg player. Getting back on it now, Lunnis gets dragged off the ball. Bytheen got an awkward bounce. Knocks it down now towards Bubner. Bubner ran past the ball. Lunnis has caught his leg under the fence here at Glenelg, and let's hope that everything's all right. He's got it free now. Doesn't appear to be limping. Back to the play. It's at half forward for Centrals. Picking up Platten. Oh, he's put a very high ball. Getting underneath it. Kuhlman. Michael Wright's got a chance. Beats the ball. I think he's got it. Put that one down to Michael Wright. Central Districts have got back into it with a goal. 1 goal apiece here at the Bay.
Well, Platten got it in high, and it was a one-on-one situation. Tremendous jostling and wrestling going on between Kuhlman and Edwards. Kuhlman would be no doubt aware of the brilliant performance that Edwards put in last week against West Adelaide, and as the ball came off the fingers, it was right back there easily to soccer a goal.
We're 5.5 minutes into the first quarter. Kernahan and Moore. Moore got the tap down to no one in particular. Mobbs has got it now, but he's interfered with Maynard. He got him high, and umpire Kinnear was right on the mark. Peter Maynard spent the last week out under suspension, but he's been a very good halfback for the Bays this year. He kicks to half forward. Painter in front. A big leap. Hearn would just about mark that ball. 2 grabs. Marshall for Glenelg, a very good player for them this year. Sweeps it wide to McGuinness. McGuinness turned around and probably had nothing else to do but to take the ball out with him. Kernahan and Moore. Kernahan got it over the top. Peter Krieg with the tackle. Weston fighting for the ball. Mobbs, a playmaker. Trigg, you can see that bandage with the hand. Krieg again. Tries to get it out towards Mobbs. You can see the dust flying here at the Bay. Ground conditions not very good. It's 1 goal apiece at the 7-minute mark of the first quarter.
A lot of determination. A big game for both teams. The Bays want a double chance. The Dogs just want a chance. Kernahan tried to get it away, went to Moore, swung out a long handball. Maynard back in defence, wants support. Marshall cleverly to Frost. Centre wing, finds McGuinness. Oh, he got a bad bounce. Painter tried to get it back to McGuinness. Coming through was Trigg, but it was Thomas who got it out. Painter, Marshall and Painter. Marshall into the game early, got dispossessed then. Thomas must have been close to the line. Wobbles one in towards Edwards, almost got it on a half volley. He's handled that one beautifully. Chipped out the short pass right away from Corns again. 3-4 metres Studley had given him. And it was a good pass across there, and it's found him about 25 metres out in front. There's the angle. Wright already has one. Kicking with the breeze. It's not all that strong. Threads it through the middle. It's a goal. His second. And they lead now 2 goals to Glenelg's 1.
Bubner from behind. A good athlete, but Bubner. Weston got it out. Lunnis hooked it back. Oh, he didn't have a look. Bytheen, casual as you like, comfortably took the mark on the chest. Plays it on. Looking for Terry Moore. Oh, one hand up, couldn't take the mark. He's got it now. Here's a chance. Krieg got it wide again to Vivian. Playing both sides of the ground. Edwards on a lead, a floater over the top. Corns read it better than anybody. Pushed it out to Maynard. Plenty of body. Or back it goes to Michael Wright. What a danger player he is. The kick on the way. Norsworthy's marked it. Oh, they're dangerous up forward. Oh, he's played it on. Here's a chance. Platten, very loose, Glenelg. They let Platten go. Walked into an open goal. Platten's first goal. 6-5 the Dogs. Glenelg 1-3.
Brilliantly done, Norsworthy. It was always on. There was always a 2-on-1 situation, and no Bay player was going to make the effort. Brilliantly done, Michael Wright, to give Norsworthy the chance. Finally, it went across to Platten, and he just bolted. And Central's 6-5 lead, Glenelg 1-3, and looking much the superior side at the moment.
Terry Moore, what a game he played last week at Richmond Oval. Best big man on the ground. Got his hands full today, though, with Kernahan, but unfortunately for Glenelg, Kernahan's got to do two jobs. On the ball and at centre-half forward, and that's a pretty big task in anyone's language.
Kernahan against Moore. Moore's tap away. Maynard mobs. He's got the Milko there if he wants him, but he kicks in long in towards full forward. Getting back, Michael Wright. The bounce goes against him, but he's got it now. Looks for backup support. Edwards into the open goal. I think he's got it, his second goal. Oh, what a brilliant first quarter from the Dogs. 7-5 they lead Glenelg 1-3 in a brilliant first up display.
Well, when they go forward, they're looking good. John Halbert wouldn't be happy. Couldn't be happy. He's hardly got a goer out there at the moment. And what a combination. Edwards and Wright. Wright on this occasion gave it to Edwards. I tell you what, it wasn't too accurate. It just snuck in, but the goal was there. 7-5 the Dogs, Glenelg 1-3.
Been an interchange too, Peter. Wright's at full forward, and Edwards at centre-half forward as Norsworthy sends the Dogs in again, and Robertson. Oh, gee, the Bays look flat-footed by comparison. Robertson did that oh so easily. The Dogs winning the ball away from centre, and Robertson, who's had a good first quarter, it's his 7th kick, will easily make the distance from here. Kick is going to be awfully close again. He's got it. Gee, it's his second goal. 8-5 now, Centrals. Glenelg 1-3.
The Dogs have done what they did last week very effectively. They've moved right to full forward. Edwards to centre-half forward. They change it around like that. I noticed that the Bay players haven't gone with them. On that occasion, it came out of the middle. Out of the blocks was Robertson. Took the mark and kicked his second goal. He's a good player. 8-5 the Dogs. Glenelg 1-3.
Kernahan in opposition to Moore at the centre bounce. Kernahan gets the benefit of a better bounce. Went straight to Vivian. McFarlane gets it to the half-forward line with a kick. The handball wasn't all good, that for Mackay. It's going back now, a chance for Thomas. They bounce the ball out of defence. Goes to the half-forward line once again. Robertson clear. Mobbs went past one at the handball. He gives it to Norsworthy. He'll get round Frost. Goes for home with a long one. I think they've got another one on the board. Brilliantly done just as the siren sounded. Norsworthy's first goal. He gave one to Platten. But a brilliant first quarter by Central Districts. They have kicked 9 goals, 5 to Glenelg's 1-3, and what a platform in their chances to still remain in the fight for the final 5 in 1982.
Glenelg have only got one goer at the moment, and it's Kernahan. Moore puts pay to him. Trigg puts the handball, not to anyone in particular. Barrett. Marshall couldn't take the mark. McFarlane came in, couldn't get near the ball. Barrett's got it, he dropped it. Oof, high tackle according to the umpire. Michael Wright didn't give it back to him in a gentlemanly fashion. Underneath the ball is McGuinness. Kernahan puts it on to McDermott. Well played, Kernahan. McDermott goes long. That's the way to go. Hercock in front. Can't catch the ball. Basenko, Thomas, Hewitt. Finding it very difficult. Holding the ball according to the umpire. And the Bays don't appear to be putting it together too well at the moment. 1-3, the Dogs are 9-6.
Jamie Thomas from the back pocket. High towards centre field. Moore in front of Kernahan. Takes a good mark. Slips it over. The running player is Trigg. And look at him go as he bolts down the outer side. Straightens now. Kicks long towards Michael Wright again. Hulse coming across for the Bays. Close to the line. Thought about coming across. Goal gets a handball back. Not a particularly good one. And is only saved by the boundary line. Glenelg not showing anything at all at the moment. And the Dogs really with a whiff of a chance for the 5. Kernahan thumps it away. Maynard screws a long one. A ground covering kick towards the half-forward line. Through comes quickly now Seabone. Can't pick it up. Bything close to the line. Whips away a handball. Weston can't quite get back there. He tried to tap it away, but he's being held in the meantime by Van Dommel. Gets a free kick, check side of centre wing.
Here's a play that Glenelg need to get into the game. Paul Weston puts one to centre half forward. Here's a chance. Herco. Oh, the ball knocked away from him. Duthie puts it out. McDermott, here's a chance. If he's good enough. No, they're under pressure, Glenelg, and they're making plenty of mistakes. Gee, that missed the goals by 15 metres. 4 minutes into the second quarter. Glenelg have got the fumbles. The Dogs look pretty smooth. Very high over the pack, Bubner. That gives Platten a chance. He pushes it further to Vivian. That's going to go out for yet another ball in. The Dogs are running. Glenelg are not. The Dogs appear confident. Glenelg have got the fumbles. Bytheen. Basenko's caught with the ball. Lucky. McDermott around the body. Punched by Mackay. The umpire is going to play a free kick. And it's going to go to Seabone. Did you see it end?
High tackle, the umpire ruled, Peter. He seemed to fist the ball away from Seabone, which he most certainly did. And the umpire, I think, indicated a high tackle. Whatever it is, it's certainly needed by the Bays, and Seabone has no trouble in putting it out of the arena. His first goal. It's only their second goal for the game, and we've played 5 minutes into the second quarter.
The ball was kicked by McDermott in, and the two players were fighting for it. The spoil came from behind. The umpire called it high. Seabone the free kick and the goal. We're 4 minutes into the second quarter. 5 minutes, in fact, into the second quarter, and Glenelg have got their problems. They haven't got many players playing well.
Peter, it looks like Van Dommel has been given the job on Paul Weston, and that may be the reason that he's been so quiet. Although he's not standing next to him at the centre bounce, you can see there next to McGuinness, but whilst the ball was in attack, he most certainly was.
Kernahan and Moore. Kernahan took a long run in, kicking away again. Van Dommel. Michael right up, couldn't take the mark. Holtz read the ball beautifully. Glenelg starting to look a little bit better. Hearn couldn't take the mark. Terry Moore playing well. Kicks a high ball back. Wilson. Oh, good mark, Wilbur. Very good mark. 15 metres. Well, they're pretty quick with the 15 metres these days. I don't really agree with them, but there it is. Well, Michael Wright short. No one's going to go with him. McGuinness put the hand up. Wright couldn't mark the ball. Here's a chance. Norsworthy got rid of it very quickly. Robertson tackled. The crowd want a holding the ball decision. Players stack up. Edwards has got it. He's dangerous. Oh, he's kicked it. Amazing goal, Edwards. That's his third. What a dangerous play he is up forward. 10-6 the Dogs. Glenelg 2-3.
No doubt about the Dogs. They consent they've got an opportunity. The ball was forced into the forward pocket. It looked like that Edwards was on an impossible angle, but that's why he's kicked the goals that he has this season. On the left foot, hooked it back brilliantly for his third, and Central's lead 10-6 to Glenelg 2-3.
Edwards 84 for the season. Kernahan smashes it forward. Here's a chance. McDermott, Duthie, Herco's in the square. A big leap from behind. No mark. Out of bounds. Probably Glenelg's best thrust forward, Ian, but they're going to need plenty more.
Peter, they badly need something to lift them. At the moment, they've got no confidence at all. Central's just running rings around them, and maybe a sensational goal, a big mark or something, but they're flat-footed by comparison. McDermott tried to take it off the top of the fingers. Here's a chance for Herco. He's looking for backup support. High, back towards the edge of the square. Players leap from everywhere. Aerial ping-pong at the moment, and finally coming out with the ball from the back pocket was Bubner. Kicks it high back towards Kernahan, who takes a good mark. Kernahan might be too far out to score. Came up with steam coming out of both ears for the moment. Wasn't happy about some sort of attention that he got. He's got it about 45 to 50 metres out. His best kick would make the distance. Stephen Kernahan just about a lone hand at the moment. Going to be short, getting back on the ball and taking a fine mark in defence, and that is Stephen Trigg.
Way down from the wing, plays it on. Good mark on the outer side there by Mackay. Playing a set defence today, the Dogs. The kick is to centre wing. Mobbs behind. Oh, good leap, Mobbs. Two grabbed it. He wasn't paid. He's looking for Terry Moore now. He's made a space, couldn't mark the ball. Perhaps he should have. He had to get rid of it. Kernahan's following it up. He's doing all the running too, Stephen Kernahan. Amazing. He's looking for Paul Weston. Good mark, the skipper in the middle of the ground. Plays it on Maynard. Maynard brings it wide. McDermott couldn't mark the ball. Playing it forward is Hearn. Platten tried to pick it up. Krieg's got it now. He kicks it forward very quickly. Michael Wright out in front. The ball's going to beat them all out though, and it's gone over the line for a ball in. Krieg is playing in the middle for the Dogs. Mobbs is at half forward. Michael Wright taking the throw in. Kernahan behind. Michael Wright tapped it straight to Graham Corns. The kick to the centre of the ground. No player can mark it. Here's a chance, Maynard. McDermott's got it. The handball went out. McGuinness. He was held, but he handballs it forward. Duthie didn't handle it cleanly. Now the umpire's called a throw. Duthie's got the free kick. Couldn't understand that one. The centre half forward it goes. Bubner, a big leap, but Basenko read it better. He comes away with the ball. Kernahan's underneath it. Good mark. What a player he is.
Peter, the kid's doing that much work. He'll be on his knees by the end of the second quarter. As you said, he's rucking, he's roving, he's playing in defence, in attack. Kicks towards the half forward onto the lead of Herco, but a fine mark pulled down in defence by Trigg once more. Tony Simons getting ready to come on, indicates just how worried Coach Halbert must be. On the outer side, Mobbs with the ball, wants to play on. Can't get past, however, and is forced to go back and take his kick on the half-back flank. 10-6 Centrals, 2-3 Glenelg. Just cooling himself down before he gets into the heat of battle. Maynard can't quite get there. Robertson can. Centre wing outer side. Robertson to put the Dogs into attack now. He's got Wilson on the outer side. The ball coming in short, however. Not a good kick. Found Cousins. Cousins still on the half-forward line. On the lead is Edwards. Coolman there with him. One-on-one. Oh, pushing and shoving going on. The umpires let it go. Platten out in front of McFarlane. Platten will want support. Quickly gets it out now to Vivian. He can't grab it. Barrett did it well to get it towards Tony Simon. He's quickly into the action. On the lead now, Herco. Simons to Herco. Half volleyed it beautifully. Gets it back now to McDermott. Dummies. Heads for home with a long one, but he's offline. The base can't take a trick.
They certainly can't, Ian. 11 minutes into the second quarter, and they're not making any leeway at all. John Halbert looking very pensive, as well he might. Kick off Mackay. Very wide. Gee, that's going to go close to the boundary line. Norsworthy made a yard, but I think you'll find the free kick's going Glenelg's way. It'll be taken by Painter. Hasn't been in it at all, Painter. Herco on a lead. Here Van Dommel is stalking Weston. Obviously, that's the job he's been given. Seabohm, geez, he marked it. Don't know. He's played it on and kicked the goal. I don't know that umpire Schofield is quite sure what's happened. Seabohm's being paid the mark. Van Dommel remonstrating. Seabohm appears to be Glenelg's best chance up forward. He's already kicked a goal this quarter. And I don't think there's any doubt that he'll kick this one. 2 goals, Seabohm. Glenelg 3-4. The Dogs 10-6.
A mistake then by the Central defence, kicking the ball out of play, gave Painter the chance, and the ball came in high. There seemed to be several players with an opportunity. Seagrove went up, and he got the ball very close to the ground. I was uncertain what the umpire was going to do it for the time, but he allowed the mark. Seabohm kicked his second, but the Bay still trailed by 44 points, and they've got real problems in their quest to cement the double chance. And of course, Centrals badly need to win this one with Woodville and North Adelaide, is it? Woodville and Torrens, their last 2 games. And if they do beat the Bays and win their last 2 games, they're going to get a spot in the 5 for sure.
There's Stephen Kernahan, the best big man on the ground by a mile, doing an amazing amount of work for Glenelg so far. I think he likes it, though. But Glenelg can possibly well do with Peter Carey back on the side and Stephen Kernahan at centre half forward. Cousins and Kernahan. Kernahan gets the tap. The Dogs fighting for the ball on the ground. That's Krieg. Well, Noiseworthy it was, and there'll be another bounce. Cousins, Kernahan gets it easily. Oh, a bit of a mistake there, although it's put out to Vivian now. Two Bay players clash. Graham Corns underneath the ball, couldn't mark it. Out it comes from Edwards to Wilbur Wilson. The handball wasn't a good one. Platten knocked it forward. Here's a chance. Edwards. Oh, he got it! What an amazing bounce. It landed in his hands. He kicked the goal from point-blank range. His fourth, 85 for the season. 11-6 the Dogs. Glenelg 3-4.
Kernahan against Cousins, the two youngsters coming in against one another. A good bounce this time, a line ball. Perhaps Cousins got his hand to it. Trigg tries to wind his way through, gets it out, but it comes straight to Kernahan to the half-forward line. Coming to meet it, Mackay. McGuinness looking for Corns. Corns has the chance, dispossessed. Vizanko goes for the soccer. Gets it back now to Robertson. Fires one to the half-forward line. Maynard standing his ground, can't bring it down. David Holt's through, try to get it over to Marshall, who had a few kicks in the first quarter, but like the rest of his teammates, hasn't been sided since then. And who's in trouble there? It's Duthan. On the half-forward line at the moment. Cousins in front. Platten onto the boot quickly in towards the forward pocket. Frost thumps away straight down to Michael Wright, hooks around the corner into the pocket. Noiseworthy, Edwards, and a push in the back will go the way of Stephen Barrett, and he'll take it from the back pocket.
One of Glenelg's best players. He's got Maynard on a lead. Kick number 11 coming up from Barrett for the back pocket. McDermott under that, couldn't mark the ball. Vivian's got it. He's got Platten loose. Or the kick short to Trigg. Very clever player, Trigg. Beautiful disposal. Wright or Edwards, take your pick. It's knocked away. Maynard's got it. Onto the left boot. Did it quickly. A bad bounce, McFarlane. In comes Cousins. Cousins back to Robertson. A very good player, Robertson. Lines them up. His third goal. What a procession. 19-14 the Dogs. Glenelg 5-6.
Typical of the Bay play this afternoon is when they do get the ball, they're that flustered, they just jam it onto the boot, don't lift their eyes at all. Another example then, when it just went straight back, it was 3-on-1 in favour of Centrals, and Robertson said thank you very much and bombed another goal.
Central have kicked 5 goals this quarter so far. Glenelg haven't got one yet. McGuinness ran past the ball. Creed couldn't get boot to ball. Platten, gee, just about to be best on the ground. Platten, he's getting a lot of good touches. Mobs again, just run down by Marshall. The kick is offline, way offline in fact. Missed the goals by 20 metres. In the right forward pocket of the Central District side. We're 15 minutes into the third quarter and the Dogs are on a rampage.
Kernahan and Michael Wright. Coleman is going to try to hook it back, I would think, as well. Hooked it around the corner to McGuinness. Wilbur Wilson having a spell at the moment, getting his usual cheer from the Dog crowd. As the Bays come away, once again a poor kick, although the pressure is put on that occasion. Stephen Trigg has got it. He's looking for the lead of Edwards or Michael Wright. He's going back to kick long. He's almost thinks he can make the distance by the looks of things. It's a towering kick right up into the square. Edwards up at the back of the pack. Who's going to be first there? Can't quite get it. And the ball trickles across the line for another score. A minor one. 19-15 to 5-6, 17 minutes in. There's an exhibition. It's great. There's a contest. It's had it. McDermott. Well, that's just about it. Kicking out of bounds without even a player touching the ball. There's no other mistakes the Bays can make, I don't think.
Vivian's got it. The difference now 19-15 to Glenelg 5-6. Vivian, he's going short. Wright was on a lead, but Platten has intercepted. Knocks it back. Wright can't gather it before it goes over for a ball in. Duthie's at full forward now. Hartfield at centre half forward. Graham Corns in a forward pocket. The Dogs have got players lined up across the centre of the ground. If it comes back, they're going to get it. Vivian was tackled high and he'll get the free kick. McGuinness was the offender. Well, they look a good side, Central District, at the moment. That's all you can say. On the contrary, or conversely, Glenelg look hopeless at the moment. What a reversal from last week. Gee, Vivian's given that a big nudge. I think it's gone through. Great goal from the wingman. his second. Central District have now got 20 goals, 15 to Glenelg 5-6.
Everybody's contributing, Peter. Well, Centrals were worried about percentage, and it's very difficult to make it up at this time of the season. But gee, the way they're going, they won't have to win their last 3 games. They'll make up the percentage today.
Back to the centre. The whistle's gone. It looked like McDermott had intervened. The umpire, yes, he's having a word to McDermott. Everybody's arguing, but it's going to go to Cousins, that's for sure. One might even ask the question whether Glenelg have given this game up. Oh, a big leap from Van Dommel over the top right, onto Edwards, put the glasses down, 7 goals, Edwards, 88 for the season, 21-15 the Dogs, Glenelg 5-6.
Oh, Peter Marker, just a lack of discipline. McDermott is still arguing with the umpires, you know, and I'm sure it's going to do him no good because a goal has been kicked. He still doesn't believe that he was the extra player in the square. I just said, what other mistake could the Mays make that they haven't made? Well, they did. They had an extra player in the centre square, and Darryl Hicks. He doesn't even look happy. I can't believe it. What a scintillating, brilliant exhibition.
Here we go again. How long will it take the Dogs to kick their next goal? Weston knocks it back. In come Bytheen, a powerhouse at centre-half back. Rusiak. That's his first chance to have a kick at the ball. Gee, he's not going to kick a goal, is he? Edwards jumped for the ball, and it's a point. 21-16, 142. Glenelg 5-6, 36.
John Seabourn do the honours. Nice drop punt. Weston's going to be a leaper at the back of the pack. Cousins was in front. I think they're going to play the man in front. They usually do. Richard Cousins goes for the lead of Edwards. That's well distributed. Edwards in front. Fine mark. Gee, I thought he'd got underneath that ball. Just got his fingers to it and plucked down a brilliant mark 30 metres out in front of goal. 20 metres into, or 20 minutes into the third quarter in the game's history. Incredible. Edwards, nice looking drop punt. Goal number 8. Gee, he might hit the ton this afternoon, Peter.
Well, Ian, I guess anything's possible. What's that, 8 today, 89 for the season. Was beautifully put to him by Cousins. Cousins took the mark in front, and he saw Edwards on a lead. I guess that the Dogs are going to feed Edwards. Why shouldn't they?
And despite the fact that Glenelg kicked 8 goals in the final quarter to 7, Central Districts bolted in 30-18, 198. What a performance. Glenelg 13-11, 89. Edwards got 11. He's now got 92 for the season, which is a record for the club. Wright 6, Robertson got 3, Mobbs, Vivian and Rusiak each getting 2. For Glenelg today, McGuinness 3, Duthie 2, Seabourn 2 and Simons got 2.
Dean Mobbs and Darryl Hicks, captain and coach. I guess in the last, say what, couple of months, would this be the highest moment so far or not?
Sturt at Unley would have been the highest, but this would have to rank very, very close.
Well, I guess it would. Darryl, West Adelaide having been defeated, I'm pretty sure they were. This puts you, I guess, where you wanted to be in your plan, doesn't it?
Well, we did set out to win 13 games at the beginning of the year. It's going to be a very hard week now because we've got that habit of dropping our momentum when we face Torrens and Woodville.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start in about 20 minutes. I'm going to talk to the players and I'm going to give them the message that this is their highest point, perhaps in the history of the club, certainly against Glenelg, and now we'll zero in at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning to get ready for the next club.
Darryl, I thought last week when I saw you play at Richmond against West Adelaide that you couldn't kill a game off, and actually I made the comment to you when we had a drink after the game, but not so today.
Well, it's very difficult to know what you're capable of as a footballer, and the boys are learning all the time. I think that there's a famous quote in Rocky 3 about the eye of the tiger.
I haven't seen it yet.
And we've got the tiger's eye today, Dean.
At the moment, yes.
Hey, Dean, you must be very happy with a lot of your younger players, and you can't single them out, but Jamie Thomas is turning into a very good player.
William Hearn.
They both played
Peter
very
Trigg.
well today.
He goes through the side.
Peter Trigg went to the snow this week. He never came to training. training, and it's an example of the boy's professionalism that we didn't see him from Saturday to Saturday, and yet I think he's best on ground.
Yes, I would
Played
say.
very well.
Yes.
Hey, Stephen Trigg coming back from injury was as good, I think, today as he was before he was injured.
He's on the boil.
Started off a little bit slow, but as the game picked up, he picked up, and as we gained momentum, so did he. So
Hey,
it's
you've got a couple of good forwards.
yeah, excellent forwards, aren't they?
I
Very
think
hard
Greg
to contain.
Edwards has broken the club record.
He's got 92 now.
I think that Gary Jones had 91 or 92. We'll have to confirm that. But there should be a bit of excitement at the club tonight because the boys have played an excellent game.
Excellent, yeah.
Stephen Trigg, after coming back from injury, I guess you didn't think that things could be so good.
Magnificent, wasn't it? I've waited for 3 years to beat Glenelg, and today made it all worthwhile. It was exceptional, really good.
Steve, there would have been a bit of pressure on you because you had to put out a pretty good player in Trevor Rowe. He's done pretty well over the last couple of weeks, so you had to perform well, didn't you?
I did. Trevor was probably a little bit unlucky. He came in against North Adelaide and played what I thought was a very good game, and then the week after against West Adelaide he was only a little bit down, and he was probably very, very unlucky to lose his spot, and so you're right, I did feel as though I had to play well.
In your memory, at Central District, is this the best? That's all right, go for your life. Sorry, you deserve it.
Yeah, the best game I've played in for 3 years, Peter. Really good.